The year is 2026 as basketball rolls on through winter break. The top three scorers in the CCIW, Michael McNabb of the Carroll Pioneers and Soren Richardson of the Wheaton Thunder, are about to battle. And now I'm so pleased to send it courtside alongside voice of Wheaton College basketball, the ninth wonder of the world, Dr. Tim Martin.
Pioneers. And now would everyone please rise for the playing of the national anthem. And now the starting lineups. First for the visitors from Carroll at guard, a 6'5" sophomore out of Grafton, number 4, Michael McNabb. At guard, a 6'2" sophomore out of Germantown, number 12, Peyton McKenna. At guard, a 6-foot senior out of Gateway City, 15, Evan Bland. At forward, a 6'8" senior out of Janesville, 41, Jacob Neighbor. And at forward, a 6'4" senior out of Milwaukee, number 44, Lamar Smith. Carroll is coached by Taylor Jansen, who's assisted by Max Johansson, John Kriegler, and Dave Schultz. And now, Wheaton College fans, on your feet, the starting lineup for your Wheaton College Thunder. At guard, a 6'5", a sophomore out of Caledonia, number 4, Kyan Vanderwood. At guard, a 6-foot freshman out of Niles North High School, number 10, Reed Olson. At guard, a 6'3", junior out of Northfield, number 20, Soren Richardson. At guard, a 6'5", freshman of Gilbert, number 31, Jace Olson. And at guard, a 6'8", freshman out of Tempe, number 34, Carson Greer. Wheaton College is coached by Mike Schauer, who's assisted by the associate head coach, JP, John Panner, and Timothy Watts.
Alongside John Nielsen, I'm Aiden Kong, and Pastor Nielsen, what should we be looking for in tonight's match?
Yeah, Aiden, so good to be back with you, the best play-by-play guy in the business. This will be a hard-fought CCIW matchup. Typical year in this league where teams are already beating up on each other. Every game, really for both of these teams, has been close, competitive, hard-fought. It should be a good one.
Both of these teams come at 1-2 in the CCIW. Carroll lost to Illinois Wesleyan. Wheaton lost to U Chicago. Neighbor and Carson Greer, the center. Let's roll from King Arena. The ball patted out of bounds. And it's going to be Pioneers ball.
Two new starters tonight. We've got a pair of Olsons, no relation. So a little bit of a different look for Coach Schauer.
Yeah, Wheaton has been mainly going with Devin Martin in the starting lineup, as well as a combination of Kyle Nabbs and Brady Winga, with Winga getting the most of the starts. But as you said, Coach Schauer opting to make a bit of a change. First career starts for both Olsons. Lamar Smith lost the ball out of bounds. It'll be Wheaton ball. Wheaton 7-5, 1-2 in the CCIW. As we said, they lost to U Chicago, but got a big win against Wisconsin Lutheran on New Year's Eve.
It's interesting. They're starting immediately with full court man-to-man pressure.
Carson Greer able to grease the cylinder.
Maybe trying to speed up the game or test out some young ball handlers early.
Of course, Carroll known for their press. They did a lot against Illinois Wesleyan to speed up Coach Rose's squad. Smith dices forward, contacted hard, still able to bang it in.
A strong take from Smith. He's second on the team in scoring, leading them in rebounds and assists as well. Strong take.
Yeah, he's averaging 17.2 points per game. That's good enough to be 8th in the CCIW behind, of course, the leading scorer, Michael McNabb, who leads the conference. Carson Greer turns it over. Here comes McNabb. Off the zoom action, Peyton McKenna, a corner three, in and out. Neighbor, the offensive rebound. Posting up against Carson Greer, can't get it to go. Reed Olson, freshman out of Skokie, Illinois. Jace Olson out of Arizona. Kyan Vanderwood,
Nice
what a
finish.
tough layup. Reaches the cylinder himself.
Yeah, I like when he makes the decision to go hard to the basket. He finishes so well, has that floater in the lane.
Quick foul against Soren Richardson, but going back to Kyan Vanderwood, towards the end of last year, averaged 17 points, 9 rebounds, had 5 double-doubles in his final 9 games. He was very impressive for Wheaton.
Yeah, I think one of our keys.
There's Evan Bland, gets the and one opportunity.
Yeah, one of the keys for Wheaton, especially offensively, is Vanderwood's consistency. I think when he is that solid number 2 scorer, we are a really dangerous offensive team.
So Bland going to the free throw line. Senior at St. Charles, Missouri, playing in his 74th game, starting in his 10th. Missed a couple of games because of a hand injury, but looks like he's still healthy and still able to play. So if you include Carson Greer for Wheaton, the Thunder have 3 freshmen in the starting lineup.
Yeah, very young core, excited about this year, the years to come. By the way, on that man press, I mean, that's where as Reed Olson gets more and more confident. Nice step back.
Olson, 3 pounces out though. Neighbor has the rebound.
Where as he gets more confidence as a point guard, if they're in a man full court press, he needs to wave the team out and bring the ball up the court.
Jace Olson battling with Lamar Smith. Shot clock does not reset. The ball is still on the ground, and it's going to be a foul.
Freshman Jace Olson getting on the floor for that. I love it. I like that the official gave him the foul call there. You can't just reach over through his back. Good call by the official.
Martin back in the game for Wheaton for the first time. As we said, he started in the previous 12 coming off the bench in this evening's matchup. Vanderwood from the top of the key takes the 3. Rims out. Peyton McKenna has the rebound.
It's a good shot in rhythm.
A Pioneers team averaging about 75 points per game, 5th in the CCIW. Bland, nice given pass to Jacob Neighbor.
Good job at the press there by Reed Olson, handling it.
Richardson. He's picked up by Lamar Smith. 9 on the shot clock. Greer. For the screen for Soren Richardson. Now it is Carson Greer. 4 to shoot. Outside to Devin Martin. Reed Olson for 3. Boom goes the dynamite.
Twice on that offensive possession, when Soren Richardson caught the ball, he's seeing that second defender immediately showing the double team. They're very conscious of, especially when he caught it in the post, that second defender came immediately and help side.
Of course, we've been talking about this a lot with this Wheaton team. It's not just Soren Richardson. There are plenty of weapons to go around that if they were to put too much attention on Soren, you're giving someone else a pretty high percentage look.
Well, and Aiden, he passes so well out of the post. I mean, he has the benefit of being a big guard, and when they post him, good things happen. That's a great defensive stop.
Martin on the fast break. Devin Martin fighting through contact, and he's fouled. Called against Evan Bland.
When they get Soren, especially against a smaller guard in the post offensively, he sees the court so well. He passes so well out of the post. I think that's a good option almost every possession for the Thunder when they can get a good touch for Soren in the post.
So Devin Martin, sophomore at Westerville, Ohio, to the free throw line last year as a freshman, averaged 6 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists, led the CCIW in assists. This year, 9.5 points per game, and averaging close to 5 assists, which is good enough to also be second in the CCIW, 40th in all of Division III.
He's also looking more confident this year with his shot. I've noticed that from Devin Martin, both from the perimeter and from the free throw line. I think you can see the leap from freshman to sophomore year. Just that extra bit of confidence as he shoots the ball. And he has to knock down the open shots.
That's something that Coach Schauer talked about at the start of the season, the confidence, the growth from freshman and sophomore year for not only Devin Martin, but also Kyan Vanderwood.
Yep.
E-step, dumped it down low. Jacob Neighbor fighting against Brady Wing at too strong.
It's a great defensive play by Brady, who's struggled sometimes with picking up kind of silly fouls, as a lot of freshman big men do. That was excellent. Straight up jump, good defensive stop.
Kyle Nez from the top of the key. Green lights the triple.
There again, you have the pass out of the post from Kyan Vanderwood. I really like that offensive look from Wheaton.
Kyan Vanderwood, Reed Olson, absolute snipers from downtown. Don't forget about Peyton McKenna of Carroll, who's also a great three-point shooter. That one off of McKenna. It's going to be Wheaton ball.
Yeah, if Brady, Winya, and Carson can both get in the habit of staying in their vertical lane defensively, man, you stay out of foul trouble, get defensive stops, box out, avoid the early foul trouble.
The Thunder riding an 8-0 run in over 2 minutes and counting. Carroll has not scored in that span. Richardson thinking they're going to get an offensive foul, a moving screen against Brady Winya.
Yeah, he just kind of ran him over there in the lane. I think lost his footing a bit.
Richardson gets the steal. Here he comes. Soren Richardson, all gas, no brakes, easy deuce.
Soren doing a great job getting out in the passing lane there. Excellent finish.
Neighbor handoff to Dennis E-step. He's guarded by Brady Winya, but blocked.
I really like what we're seeing early defensively from the Thunder, getting our hands on a lot of balls, a lot of tips, active feet, active hands. Really good defensive start for the Thunder.
And something, a point of note regarding Soren Richardson, obviously known as an offensive catalyst, an offensive machine, but his defense deserves a lot of credit this season. Peyton McKenna for three, rings out. Wheaton so far from the field, they're 5 of 7 at 71%. Carroll 3 of 7, 43%. Winger, 8 on the shot clock. Now it's Jace Olson kniving forward. And that one deflected by E-step. Martin still has it, 2 to shoot. Martin slithers, puts up the shot. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. It did not touch the rim.
I think the big question this year for this Thunder team, Aiden, is can we put together 40 minutes of defense? It's a team that is so much more potent offensively than last year's team.
As you said, Wheaton averaging 82 points per game, second in the CCIW, but they give up 80, which is second to last.
Yep.
Lucas Parker's three was off the mark. And that ball goes out of bounds. Wheaton possession.
And you can see, I mean, the games that we've lost, it's when we've had an off night offensively and have not been able to get consistent stops. When we're not, I mean, if we're scoring 95 points a game, this team can beat anyone in the country.
So Wheaton coming off that loss to Chicago. They lost by 21 points. 94-73 was the final score. Olsen dices forward. He's fouled.
That's a nice take from the freshman. I like that sidestep. You know, I was thinking about the University of Chicago game the other night and how it probably almost felt unfair walking into that University of Chicago gym, and there's Nick Roper, you know, transfer from Wesleyan, who was probably their best player last year, and he's a grad transfer playing his final year of eligibility with University of Chicago. Had a nice game. Seen enough of that guy.
Yeah, double-double in that game, in fact, for Nick Roper. Had 15 rebounds to go along with over 20 points. Chicago, the 6th-ranked team in the country. What a competitive UAA conference that is, alongside some great teams like WashU, Emory, even NYU, who went to the national championship game. Not ranked, but pretty good this year.
Yeah, it's a good conference.
Under 12 minutes and 30 seconds to go for Peyton McKenna for the shot clock. McKenna now guarded by Martin. McKenna back outside and a bad pass.
Great defensive possession. I mean, you've got one guy dribbling the ball in the perimeter for 20 seconds of that shot clock. That was another great, man, I'm really, really pleased with the defensive effort to start this game.
This is a Pioneers team that's averaging about 78 points per game, 5th in the CCIW. They gave up 75, which is 6th. So relatively average numbers for a team coming in 6-6, 1-2 in the CCIW. Richardson, a three. Leaves it short. Kyle Nebbs has the rebound. Greer twirling forward, puts up the shot.
Man,
Shippers at home.
Nice move, nice touch by the freshman. He has such natural footwork, touch around the basket. I've been impressed with him early in his career. Such great years ahead for him.
Inside to Greg Smith, and it's denied.
And then he gets a block on the other end.
Wheaton 13-0 run in the last 5 minutes. Greer navigates, dumps it off to Jace Olsen. Now the short corner, bangs it home.
What a great start for the Thunder, man. And really 3 straight possessions there for Carson Greer. The great spin move and kind of half hook in the lane, gets the block, and then a great pass there to freshman Jace Olsen on the other end.
And leading Wheaton is the 17th year, Coach Schauer, 264 wins here at Wheaton. Over 400 wins as a head coach if you include his time at both Eastern and Gordon College. Pastor Nielsen, what makes Coach Schauer such a really good coach?
Yeah, I mean, you know, he and I both played for Coach Harris here, and I think what he took from Coach Harris is just what he demands of his players, his intensity, his desire to win. He will not accept less than maximum effort. And so, I mean, I think what unites every Coach Schauer team, it was the same of every Coach Harris team, is intensity and effort. You are going to get guys who are competing, they want to win. And so year to year, there's going to be different levels of skill, of course. But his teams come to play, they compete, and he gets the best out of his players.
3rd most wins in Wheaton history behind Coach Fun as well as Coach Harris, as you mentioned. He's coached 2 Jostin Trophy winners in Tyson Cruikshank, as well as Aston Francis was named Coach of the Year back at the 2022-23 season. Now, of course, the last time Wheaton made the NCAA tournament, they lost to Christopher Newport in the Elite 8. And a point of note for Wheaton, Luca Carbonaro is in the ballgame for the first time this season, as Michael McNabb finally has his 2nd field goal of the game. Carbonaro, freshman out of Wheaton, Illinois. As Carson Greer, high to the rack, he misses.
Yeah, 2-sport athlete, football and basketball player. Nice to see him out here.
Coach Schauer was relatively high on Luca Carbonaro. Guy who got offered to play football at UW Whitewater. Couldn't play to start the fall season because of that football commitment as Wheaton went all the way to the quarterfinals. Then his E-step, a corner three, buries a three-pointer.
Yeah, this will be the stretch in the half, as we kind of enter the second part of the first half, where we'll see if we can keep up the defensive intensity, keep getting stops.
Carbonaro, pass to Kyan Vanderwood, able to bang it in.
Great pass, great finish. Such a great start. The question is, can you keep up the defensive intensity?
Bland dishes forward, he's fouled.
Maybe a little bit too much body there. I didn't see a lot there. That's the kind of call where Coach Schauer will be in the official's ear saying, we better get that same call on the other end when we get a little body going up at the basket.
Evan Bland, only a 29% free throw shooter entering this game, albeit he is 2 of 7 from the field. He shot 64% from the free throw line a season ago. And also for Wheaton, they're already at 6 fouls. Carroll is 1 foul away from entering the single bonus.
You see Devin Martin kind of they're trying a little trap attempt there. But you see Devin Martin waving out his teammates. When you're in a man press and you have a point guard who can handle the ball confidently, you want to get everyone down court, bring the ball up, get into your offense.
They'll call the foul against Kai Joseph, jostling with Kyan Vanderwood. Martin to trigger. Under 10 minutes to go before the intermission. Vanderwood through contact, unable to finish. And I think we got is that a jump ball?
I think it looked like a loose ball foul on the box out on number 23 on Carroll. It looked like Carson Greer was in the air, and he kind of hit him after he had left his feet.
So with that, Wheaton's going to retain possession. And if the foul is against number 23, that would be Jimmy Turgeon.
I mean, that's a foul that you earn by crashing the offensive boards aggressively. I like that from another nice move, nice jump, kind of that half jump hook from Carson Greer. Really, really soft touch around the basket.
That's his 3rd field goal of the game, putting him at 6 points, leading all scores, albeit it is early. Bland with the right hand leaves a short. Greer almost gets to the friendly roll. Vanderwood saves it. Carbonaro down the line. Oh, what a finish!
That's a great athletic finish. You saw he got to the side of the defender who had tried to plant and draw the charge and was able to get just enough around him to glance the side of his body, avoid the offensive foul. It's a great, great, great adjustment in the air.
Luca Carbonaro, chance at a 3-point play. As we said, quarterback here at Wheaton College, primarily played on the JV team. We're hoping to get his crack as a starting opportunity in the next couple of years. Completes a 3-point play.
Nice smooth stroke from the line. He's obviously rounding into basketball shape after a football season. I know that's a transition that's often not easy to make.
It's a 7-1 run for Wheaton in the last minute, 32 seconds. McNabb looking back to Lamar Smith. Smith with the left hand, greases the cylinder.
Good finish. I like that Soren is guarding, the opposing team's leading scorer. I like that our leading scorer is not resting on defense. He's competing on both ends of the court.
Richardson finds Carson Greer. Greer able to bang it in yet again.
Great feed, great finish. I like what we're doing offensively too. Moving the ball, unselfish, good passing. And I think we've taken maybe one bad shot, Aiden. Good shot selection for the Thunder so far.
McNabb slices, lost the ball. Fighting with Devin Martin. McNabb still has it. He puts up the shot, blocked by Richardson. Martin, 1-on-2 fast break. Slithers, bangs it in.
Yeah, great finish with the left hand. Almost lost the ball there on the spin and was able to still get around the defender, finish with the left hand. You know, Devin Martin, as a guard, finishes really well around the basket and does it well with both hands. Finishes with right and left really effectively.
Now, regarding the Carroll Pioneers, look at what they did last year. 9-16, 5-11 the CCIW. They lost a whole lot of people. Eric Victorson, Aaron Wofford, Kobe Simpson, Kylo Simpson, Justin Steinecke, and Dom Burns. And you think this is probably going to be a rebuilding year for the Pioneers. Despite that, they got perhaps the biggest steal out of the transfer portal. That's Michael McNabb, who has been a huge relief for Carroll. All of a sudden, now they're all of a sudden thinking, man, we can compete in the CCIW.
Yeah, you know, I mean, 21 points a game through 12 games at the D3 level with the kind of schedule they've played is nothing to wink at. I mean, that's a serious scorer. We haven't seen a lot from him yet, but man, putting up 21 points a game, they've played top 25 talent. They're obviously 3 games into the CCIW slate, and he's scoring against good Division III defenses.
Yeah, Michael McNabb, he comes from Northern Michigan, which is a Division II school. Coming out of high school, he scored 2,157 career points at Grafton High School. He was offered by Albany as well as Northern Arizona. Both those schools are Division I, so you know how this kid's pretty talented.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. So far, Wheaton has kept him pretty stifled.
Lan, able to score.
Yeah, we've seen him attacking the basket pretty aggressively and a couple nice finishes. He's gotten to the line once or twice. Sticking with this full court pressure.
Yeah, so far, Michael McNabb only with 4 points leading scores. Lamar Smith, Kyle Nebbs for 3, drains the triple.
Man, you can't leave him that open. We've seen that a few times over the last 4 years.
Coming into this game having buried 154 three-pointers is Kyle Nebbs. Neighbor working against Brady Winya. He's able to grease the cylinder. Vanderwood to the cup. Won't go.
Good take. You know, that's what Carroll risks giving up with all the full court pressure. If you can beat that first line of defenders.
Lamar Smith contacted hard. And a chance at a three-point play for the senior Lamar Smith.
Nebb's got his hand in the cookie jar a little bit there. But with the full court pressure, if Wheaton can get by the leading defenders, it creates a kind of a wide open court in front of you. And it makes offense pretty easy, actually, if you can get by those first defenders. So it'll be interesting to see how long they keep the full court pressure on if we continue to break it that easily and get good looks, out of the secondary break.
Looks like we got ourselves a immediate timeout. 6:55 to go. Wheaton a 33-21 lead. We talked a little bit about Coach Schauer. Meanwhile, Coach Jansen a little bit of the opposite in the sense that he hasn't coached that long. He's only in his 4th season with the Pioneers. He was an interim head coach back in the 2022-23 season before taking over for Coach Combs. What's cool about him is the fact that he was actually diagnosed with cancer at the age of 25, but he's now cancer-free. During that process, he had a lot of support from his family and friends and actually considers it as a blessing in disguise due to having so much support from the players and fans. He wrote a book called Leave Better Than Found, where through positive attitude and his actions, you can have the power to change other people's lives and positively influence other people.
Wow. See, this is what I like about doing this with you, Aiden. I mean, it's not just the game. There's the research that goes into this, everything I learn. I mean, really, you take this seriously and come in prepared. It's awesome. You know the teams, you know the league, you got a sense of what's going on in the D3 landscape. You know about the coach's personal stories. This is pretty incredible.
He also runs a basketball camp, Performance Max Basketball, as he believes that sports can be used for a positive influence for those who are young. Lamar Smith leads the free throw short.
We're under 7 minutes. This is the point in the half where if you're Wheaton, you're thinking, man, we don't want to waste a really, really good start to this game. You want to keep this lead above 10 points. You want to keep this lead at double figures if you can.
Wheaton shooting 4 out of their last 5 field goals. Richardson skies hooks inside and bangs it in.
Yep, if they do not bring a double team and he's got a smaller guard on him in the post, that is just so tough to guard, that left-handed kind of jump hook.
Second field goal for Soren Richardson. Lamar Smith bounces out, gets his own rebound, tries again, and is fouled. Another chance at a 3-point play for Lamar Smith.
That's just, you can see here on the replay, I mean, that's just a missed box out. I mean, as soon as that shot goes up, you're getting low, you're pushing the guy back. The reason the ref didn't call the over the back there is because there's 2 guys going vertical. If you push the guy back, then you're going to get the over the back call.
Smith cannot complete the 3-point play. Who are they going to go foul against? I think it's going to go against Jacob Neighbor of Carroll.
Should send Vanderwood to the line.
Yeah, both teams are now in the bonus. Kyan Vanderwood, a 75% free throw shooter this season, shot 63% from the charity stripe.
Oh, no, it's Carson Greer.
Sorry. Oh, you're right, Carson Greer. He's 55% from the free throw line. Freshman out of Tempe, Arizona. Also misses the free throw. I think that's now 3 consecutive misses from the free throw line from both teams. McKenna off the mark.
Looked like that could have been a illegal screen as the defender kind of backed into the defender, our defender guarding the shooter.
Richardson puts up the shot again. Can't get it to go. Lamar Smith dances inside and bangs it home.
Yeah, Smith, you can tell, finishes well. I mean, goes to the hoop, finishes with both hands. Lead cut to 10 here.
Lamar Smith with 12 points, which leads all scores. Carroll 10 of 20 from the field at 50%. Wheaton 14 of 23. Carbonaro, a tray. Can't get it to go. McNabb slices forward and bangs it in.
Yeah, this is danger zone for Wheaton right now. We got 5 minutes left. The lead is now has shrunk to 8. Want to do everything you can to get this back to double figures as we head toward halftime.
Wheaton's largest lead was when they were up by 16. They were get the blocking foul against Jacob Neighbor. But yeah, they were up 33-17 with 7:35 in the first half.
Yeah, you don't want to let Carroll, I mean, especially here at home, you don't want to let them kind of claw their way back into this game and go into halftime down 5 or 6 points with renewed confidence and momentum. You want to end this first, it's been an excellent first half. You want to end it on a high note.
Pioneers 6-0 run in the last minute, 35, 10-2 run in the last 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Soren Richardson's at the free throw line. Obviously, as a sophomore, Soren Richardson, so impressive. Averaged 23 points per game, first in the CCIW, 9th in all of Division III, and then entering this year, D3hoops.com, preseason All-American honors.
Yeah, and what was so impressive about last year, I mean, even more so than this year's team, is he averaged 23 points a game with every opponent's defense.
McKenna gets the rebound right back. Lucas Parker, one more pass. McNabb wide open for 3, drains the triple.
Man, that's a missed opportunity there. Just to finish that thought, every defense is honed on him. You know, every opposing coach is saying, okay, how do we design our defense to stop Soren Richardson and still average 23 a game?
Pioneers have cut it down to a 7-point game. Richardson puts up the shot and he's fouled.
That's a good aggressive move. I like that offensive possession. Get the ball to Richardson. Let him make his move to the basket. Yeah, I mean, you either have to foul that or he's going to go up into that jump hook with the left hand, which is so hard to guard.
I think the big game for Soren Richardson, if you think of him going back to North Park on February 5th, 53 points.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Third most points in Wheaton history. Of course, the first 2 guys is Aston Francis when he had 54 and 62.
And I think his sister Annika had about 40 that same night. I mean, that was a historic night for a sibling duo.
Of course, our PA announcer, Tim Martin, would argue that Soren and Annika are the best brother-sister duo as Dennis Estep bangs it home.
Yeah, I can't think of a better duo. I mean, here at Wheaton.
Martin.
Good take from Devin.
Yep, he bangs it yet again.
I mean, you see how things open up, but when they break the press initially, they are coming to the basket with a lot of momentum and a lot of daylight. The offense has come pretty easily for the Thunder first half.
Wheaton, they are shooting 58% from the field. 10 on the shot clock, dump off pass. McNabb guarded by Greer. 5 on the shot clock for Peyton McKenna. 3 to shoot. McKenna fires a 3. Off the mark.
That's a good defensive possession. See if we can finish this half with a few more of those.
No look pass to Carson Greer. Bobbled around and turned over instead. Only turnover number 4 for Wheaton. Carroll has turned over 6 times. Ball goes out of bounds. What's the ruling? It's going to be Thunder ball.
Yeah, you know, some of these CCIW games, you feel like every possession is just a struggle to score. I mean, it's a physical league, well-coached teams, good defensively. This game, I mean, this first half, offense has come pretty smoothly for the Thunder. We're getting good looks, clean looks from the outside, good drives to the basket.
Under 3 minutes to go as Richardson draws another foul.
Earns another foul. I mean, this game, you can tell, is going to come down to, can we get a few more stops? I mean, we are having no problem getting clean looks at the basket.
This is the 82nd matchup between these two teams. They first played on March 1st, 1926. Last year, they split the series. And going back to last year, Wheaton actually won 8 consecutive games before Carroll beat Wheaton the first time around. Then Wheaton, of course, got the split. The win here at King Arena are the 4-2 stretch in the last 6 games to end last year. Richardson's second free throw is good.
Lead back up to 11. I know there's nothing magical about double-digit lead, but it just feels a little different going into halftime.
Lamar Smith, a slither forward, there's no travel. Wheaton still gets the takeaway. Neves. Did he step out of bounds? He did.
Oh, yeah. Surprised he so often just spots up there in the corner. He loves that corner 3. But he had a mind to pump fake and go to the basket there and just stepped on that sideline.
Parker slices back out to Michael McNabb, guarded by Soren Richardson.
Missed one there. He stepped on that sideline.
McNabb's shot pounces out, gets his own rebound, tries again, and gets the end one opportunity, a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, he's steadily started to get going a little bit. I mean, he had the corner from the 3 three from the corner a moment ago. We certainly don't want to let him get into a groove.
Yeah, with that last field goal, Michael McNabb officially in double figures. He's at 12 points alongside Lamar Smith, who also has 12.
Yep, they're 2 leading scorers coming in at, I think, 21 and 17 a game, and both really nice players. Nice move from Carson Greer.
That's his 5th field goal. He's in double figures alongside Soren Richardson. Both of them have 10. Under a minute 40 to go between two teams that are 1-2 in the CCIW. There's no foul. The ball is going to stay with Carroll.
Good job of getting his body in front on the help defense there.
For Carroll, their only win in the CCIW has come against North Park. They lost to Carthage as well as Illinois Wesleyan. McNabb navigates inside and bangs it home.
Nice finish with the opposite hand. Yeah, and both of those losses, I think, were, what were they, 6 and 5 points? And we've obviously played Carthage, haven't played Wesleyan yet, but those are good basketball teams. They've played everybody close. And they beat North Park, who's currently sitting in, tie for first place in conference. This is a good basketball team.
Vanderwood smothered. Olsen still has it. 6 to shoot. He's blocked by Lamar Smith.
Like some body.
Wheaton's going to retain possession, albeit 5 on the shot clock.
But that's going to be the case with most of these CCIW teams. I mean, these are close, hard-fought, physical games. It's a great league. I just lost a handle there.
Peyton McKenna now under a minute to go. Lamar Smith slithers inside, trying to go for a dunk. He's fouled. That will send him to the line.
Yikes. I mean, he looked like he just lost the ball there. A little gentle touch that Vanderwood gave him on the lower back there. Kind of a love pat. I really am not crazy about that call from the official.
Lamar Smith currently leads the CCIW in field goal percentage at 62%, which is also good enough to be 19th in all of Division III. Has a double-double in this season. That came against UW Whitewater, 22 points, 11 rebounds for him. Over 100% on true shooting. He was 8 of 9 from the field, 6 of 10 from the free throw line, and the second free throw is no good.
I'd like to see a good offensive possession here. Get a good look.
Olsen, Greer, Nebbs, Martin, and Vanderwood are the starting 5. 9 on the shot clock for Carson Greer. Vanderwood fakes the pass to Nebbs. Martin from the top of the key for 3. Buries a three-pointer.
He'll take it. Yeah, looked like a little hesitation, and the defender didn't commit, so went right up with the shot. And again, Devin Martin has looked much more confident knocking down that three-point shot this year than his freshman year. I've been encouraged to see that.
McKenna wide open for 3. Offensive foul is going to be called
big
against Kai Joseph. For Devin Martin, 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists for the sophomore.
Yeah, nice job off the bench for him, which is a little different look, I know, but really good minutes. Great first half for Devin Martin.
Wheaton a chance to put up one more shot. Martin, 2 to shoot, puts it up. Ooh. Can't get it to go. Wheaton Thunder are going to pocket a 48-37 lead. Pastor Nielsen, your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I mean, you can see 48 points for the Thunder, on pace to score 96 for the game. Offensively, I think things are coming pretty easily for the Thunder. Good shots, good looks. I don't think the full court pressure is effective for Carroll, at least from what I've seen in the first half. And then defensively, I think it's been, the first 8 minutes were excellent. But I think overall, the first half, it was a good defensive effort from the Thunder. Again, we got our hands on a lot of balls, a lot of deflections, a lot of tips. And so good, strong first half for the Thunder here in the 4th game of the CCIW season.
Soren Richardson, Carson Greer leading scorer for Wheaton with 10 points. Meanwhile, for Carroll, Michael McNabb has 14. He's the leading scorer for the Pioneers. We'll bring you the start of the second half after these messages and a word from the CCIW Network.
I'm Terrence Campbell, and I have the privilege of serving as the Director of Graduate Admissions here at Wheaton College. Now, we get it. For adult learners, juggling work, family, and church commitments while trying to answer the deeper call is no small feat. That's precisely why we've tailored many of our programs to seamlessly integrate into your life, enabling you to focus your talents to make a difference in a world that needs it. You'll hear directly from some of our students sharing their own experiences of how they have successfully managed to weave graduate studies into their own busy lives.
I have 3 kiddos, and so I also work full-time, so it's been really awesome to be able to learn and to be able to take in all this information and put it into practice, like in my current job, in my current position in ministry, while learning at the same time and working towards my degree. There would be no way that I would be able to come to all the in-person classes as much as I love being on campus.
I had been involved in music for a long time, but have transitioned to do more and more ministry, and felt that I needed to kind of round out my education in that area. Obviously, the modality of the hybrid format was really appealing because I'm still working full-time. So to be able to go into an environment where I could continue working full-time but also study in the online format, but also have the on-campus experience from time to time was really attractive.
When I came back to this program, I'd been out of school for 34 years. That's pretty scary. The hybrid model, I do think was essential for me. As much as I love to come on campus and do campus classes, and I see a real advantage to that, that is not always possible with the other things that I have going on in my life.
There's 5 of us that actually are staying together in a house, an Airbnb, and that's been great because we're having dinner together and we're having breakfast together, and that element of learning together and then processing that out loud conversationally has been just fantastic.
In other classes, we still get to know each other through video calls and things like that, I do feel like I have a special bond with these people. They're all across the country, so it's special to know that I have friends that are in different states that I can connect with and call upon and get their input on different stuff.
About 50 times since I've started the program, I've said to myself, why didn't I do this sooner? It's been enriching spiritually, it's been enriching personally, it's been challenging academically. It's required me to use some muscles I haven't used since a long time ago when I was in school. And it has just been such a rich experience that I've repeatedly said to myself, I can't believe I didn't do this sooner. Just jump in, just do it. I think you will find this investment in your professional development, your academic development, and most significantly, your spiritual development is totally worth it.
It is really rewarding to be able to invest into your education again. And so it's something that is worth it. It does take time, but it is time that's been really, really well spent for me, as well as I'm seeing it in my family, I'm seeing it in my current ministry. I'm learning stuff that I'm actually able to apply right now, which is really, really special.
If you are feeling called to this, if you're feeling led to this, do it. God will provide. The faculty here is willing to help. There will be a learning curve, but it's doable.
If you are embarking upon a new career path, a seasoned professional, or simply sharpening skills for your current ministry context, Wheaton College Graduate School is here for you. We have a variety of flexible learning options, from 100% online programs to hybrid formats that blend on-campus intensives with online coursework, not to mention modular courses that fit any schedule. Whether you're drawn to programs such as biblical and theological studies, evangelism, or leadership, our programs are built to align with the dynamic needs of our world. I encourage you to head over to our website, dive into the full array of programs we offer, and see how you can further your calling with us. May God bless you as you seek to discern next steps in your journey.
In the beginning, God created. He created them. As God's image bearers, we are offered a sacred opportunity to reflect God's attributes. Through His inspiration, we embark on a journey of discovery, learning how He has gifted us to imagine, experiment, and explore. We embrace the mystery of the yet to be and seek to bring the unknown to light. These acts of creativity reflect our Maker, and so we become His reflections. Author, sculptor, weaver, orchestrator, gardener, craftsman, designer. And yet, we ourselves are unfinished works, being developed, inspired, and supported. To lean into these creative endeavors, we must practice vulnerability, vision, discipline, and commitment. While art often emerges quickly, it takes a lifetime to achieve the works that God has for us. The creator's journey requires both collaboration and solitude, time for rough ideas and polished performances. Artists have a special calling to articulate God's glory for the world to experience and understand through a human lens. This is the sacred call that compels us to live for Christ and His kingdom. At Wheaton, you will find a Christ-centered community of artistic and academic excellence. It is a grace-filled campus that is designed to nurture your skills and scholarship to pursue His calling. Whether you're in the classroom, the art studio, on stage, in chapel, alone, or with close friends, you'll flourish at Wheaton College. Consider your artistic potential and how it could change the world. How has God called you to reflect His glory? Explore the arts at Wheaton and rise to your God-given potential.
When I came to Wheaton, I felt welcome. I felt the students loved one another. This was a place where I can really see myself growing. It just felt like home.
Wheaton will make you aware of how important community is.
I couldn't feel alone because people were just always around me, encouraging me.
When people are connected with others, you can't help but be joyful.
Wheaton will help you grow in your relationship with Jesus.
I get to learn things through the lens of my faith.
Wheaton will surprise you.
Wheaton students are really focused on excellence, all framed within the view of service.
To be here where it's okay to ask the hard questions, I think has kept me walking with the Lord.
We're called to be servant leaders as Christians just because anything that we gain on this earth is not our personal gain. It's all because of Jesus.
Wheaton matters because we will produce students who are more like Jesus than when they first came into college.
There's so many essential pieces of what it means to be human encapsulated here at Wheaton.
What makes Wheaton home, for me at least, is really just the people.
The people I met here made Wheaton home.
It actually feels like home.
It just felt like home.
Wheaton will feel like home.
Wheaton will change your life. Get comfortable. This place is amazing.
Going to Christian college was important to me because I wanted that community of like-minded believers.
Being free to express my spiritual journey really helped me grow and foster a strong relationship with God.
Wheaton was willing to meet me where I was at in my faith journey. I was able to search for answers here, and they had answers to give me.
I thought coming to Wheaton that I would meet just a bunch of Christians who were like me. So when I got here, I was really surprised to find so many Christians from so many different walks of life who relate to God and worship in very different ways.
Being able to realize the uniqueness of my faith while still recognizing beauty in other people's has been the most impactful way that my studies have shaped my Christian faith.
My faith has been enriched in more ways than I could have imagined here at Wheaton. I will continue to serve Christ, whether it be overseas ministry or whether it be administration in a church. I'm excited to continue to walk through those doors.
I knew that I wanted to be a part of a community where I could grow in my faith with other people who have the same goals in mind as me. Wheaton will grow you spiritually and will give you community that really does want to walk alongside you. That's not just something that they throw on their taglines. Like, in my experience, that's something that's actually lived out here.
Welcome back to the start of the second half between the Wheaton Thunder and the Carroll Pioneers. Thunder lead at 48-37 alongside Pastor Nielsen. And Pastor Nielsen, there's no shortage of offense between these two teams because both teams can certainly score.
Yeah, I mean, it's a high-scoring half. You know, as I said, as we were saying at the end of the first half, the key will be, I mean, if Wheaton holds Carroll to 37 points in the second half, Wheaton will win this game. Two really good players are leading them in scoring, and it'll be interesting to see if they can just keep them at bay. It's a good team, solid team. But yeah, I mean, I think Wheaton has scored with ease. The question is, can you get defensive stops down the stretch?
Yeah, for Carroll, Michael McNabb, Lamar Smith with 14 and 12 points apiece. Of course, defense was an issue for Wheaton in their last game against UChicago. The Maroons shot 63% from the field in the entire game.
Man, you're not going to win a lot of games giving up 63% field goal percentage.
Maroons shot 64% in the first half, 61% in the second half. Right now, the Pioneers in this ballgame, 55%. Their issue against Illinois Wesleyan, their last contest, was that they were 0 of 7 from downtown. Again, they led 36-34 at the break before the Titans, and Noah Cleveland went on a run.
Yeah, that was at the Shirk Center. They were up 2 at halftime. That's not an easy place to play.
Richardson contacted hard, and he's fouled.
First possession of the half, going right into Soren in the post. And he earns a foul.
Richardson, quick feed to him, he misses. 10 points, and assists, 4 steals, and a block for Soren Richardson. Quick triple, it's buried.
Yeah, that's just a missed assignment coming up the court defensively.
So then cut down to an 8-point ball game. Thunder led it by as many as 16 points when they were up 33-17 in half number 1. Vanderwood rises up on the mid-range J and bottles it in.
That's what makes him such a dangerous offensive player. He's got the mid-range game. He stops on a dime. He finishes kind of those half floaters in the lane. Looks like Jace Olsen with the hold there.
It's a foul on the floor as they were jostling with Jacob Neighbor. Evan Bland to trigger it for Carroll.
Yeah.
Finds Peyton McKenna and he bangs it home.
So, yeah, they've taken the full court pressure off. You can see just a little bit of token pressure, but they really are backing off. And if you're Carroll, I think that's the right move. There was so much offense. Olsen from the corner.
And misses the three. Carson Greer gets the rebound. Martin slices forward, puts up the shot, and he draws the foul.
Good strong drive from Devin Martin. Wheaton in the first half, Aiden, was getting so many clean looks out of that. I mean, it was really a secondary break that was created by beating those first defenders on the full court press. And so wisely, I think Carroll has kind of retreated, a little bit of token pressure, but they're really back into half-court defense to start the second half.
Martin, third player for Wheaton in double figures alongside 3 rebounds and 3 assists. And we were talking about this early on in the first half, the growth for some of these sophomores, Kyan Vanderwood as well as Devin Martin, really emerging as elite players in the CCIW.
Yeah, I mean, you can see everybody on the floor right now is back next year. And I think the sky's the limit this year for this team. But obviously, you look at the next couple of years, really, really high expectations for this Thunder team.
Wheaton projected to finish 4th in the CCIW according to the coaches poll, although if you talk to a lot of these coaches, they say it does not matter. Michael McNabb's shot misses.
Good straight-up defense.
As Lamar Smith gets a piece of it. Here comes Evan Bland on the fast break. Bland dices forward. He misses the shot. Winga fights with Michael McNabb and has the rebound.
From the freshman.
Richardson paired up against Bland. Michael McNabb gets a piece of that ball. It will stay with the Thunder.
Yeah, interesting. We got the 2 leading scorers in the conference competing against each other, and they're both southpaws. We got two left-handed players leading the conference in scoring.
Vanderwood. McKenna guarding him. Vanderwood gets in the low post. Shots denied, goes out of bounds.
Good defensive play. Although, again, I mean, with both Vanderwood and Richardson, we've got 2 big guards. I like going to both of them in the post, especially when you've got a smaller guard defensively.
Greer.
That's a nice play.
Able to bang it in.
Good find from Devin Martin.
$12 points now for Carson Greer. As we said, 3 players for Wheaton in double figures. Neighbor lost the ball. It's on the ground. And Brady Winga picks it up. Martin dices with the right hand, greases the cylinder.
That's 3 times to start this second half that Brady Winga has cleaned up either a defensive rebound or a steal. I mean, good, strong, ripping the ball away, starting the break.
Peyton McKenna moving 3. Rims out. For Devin Martin, he's at 13 points, 2 away from tying his career high when he had 15 against Hope this season. Winga slices forward and he'll bang it home.
What a great start to the second half for Brady Winga. Really, really strong defensively. Great spin move and finish there. And all of a sudden we look up 16-point lead, which I think matches the largest lead of the game.
It does, and that's also Brady Winga's first field goal. Going back to Carroll, we said this before, they're coming to this game 6-6. They played a lot of tough teams, though. If you look at all 6 of their losses, WashU, Illinois Wesleyan, Carthage, UW-Whitewater, UW-Oshkosh, and UW-Platteville, all of those teams, they rank in the top 50 according to Matt Snyder's D3 DataCast efficiency ratings. And the average margin of defeat is only 7, so you know that this Pioneers team, they're at least good.
Yeah, I get all the UWs mixed up in my head, Aiden, but man, it seems like whenever we play one, it's a tough game. They're well coached. And yeah, I mean, really tough non-conference slate for this Carroll team. They've showed up well. I mean, 6-6 record overall coming in. But as you said, all close games, haven't been blown out by anybody.
And then also regarding the CCIW, a lot of people say this, the CCIW, one of the toughest leagues in all Division III. Coach Rose of Illinois Wesleyan would argue, the CCIW is the Big Ten of Division III. If you go back to D3 DataCast, the CCIW ranks as the 3rd best conference in all of Division III. Only the NESCAT and the UAA are ranked higher.
Yeah, well, they're wrong, and Coach Rose is right. I mean, for my money, it's the best D3 conference year to year in the country.
Currently, only ranked team in the CCIW is Illinois Wesleyan, although North Park has received some votes this week. Part of the tie for first in the CCIW. As Dennis Estep throws it away.
I think we've got our home bat. Oh, tough.
Estep picks the pocket of Kyan Vanderwood and bangs it home. Previously, Wheaton was on an 8-0 run the last 2 minutes and 21 seconds, 10-2 run in the last 3 minutes.
Again, just a little bit of token pressure, but they're really not all in on that full court press any longer.
Vanderwood, shot in the way, won't go. Lamar Smith rejects the screen. Battling against Carson Greer, got blocked by Winya, and there's going to be a jump ball, actually.
Good help side from Brady Winya. I mean, I love the way we're seeing Carson Greer move his feet on the perimeter against a very athletic Lamar Smith. I mean, for a freshman post to be playing defense around the perimeter like that, very impressive.
A battle between two teams that are 1-2, looking to get to 2-2 in the CCIW. Winya denies the pass for Jacob Neighbor, but it will stay with Carroll.
Yeah, super active start to this second half for Brady Winya, the freshman. I really like what we're seeing out of him. Just got his hand on another ball.
10 to shoot for McKenna. Steps back for 3. Leaves it short. Greer almost, and he did fall down. Martin back outside to Carson Greer. Slithers forward to Kyle Nebbs for 3. Off the mark.
Yeah, McKenna, you can tell, has a nice stroke, shoots it with a lot of confidence, but has not been able to get going yet in this game.
And that's only with 6 points. It's been a little quiet the last couple of games in terms of scoring. Dump off. Neighbor bangs it home off the assist from Lamar Smith. And Pastor Nielsen, both teams have been showing a lot of pressure. What does that do for a team?
Yeah, you know, I think Carroll is doing it to try to speed us up. I mean, sometimes a coach will look at a particular team and say, hey, I'm looking at their guards, and we're going to try to create havoc and put pressure on their guards. It seems like they like speeding up the pace of the game a little bit. Although, as I said, it was working against them in the first half because it was actually creating easier opportunities offensively for the Thunder. So, looks like they're putting it on depending on the personnel a little bit right now.
Carson Greer, high off the glass, bangs it home. Got a timeout taken.
What is he at, 14 or 16?
He's at 14 points, Carson Greer.
Yeah, I mean, that's his maybe third or fourth kind of jump hook in the lane. He finishes so well, such great touch around the basket, especially, I know I keep saying this, especially for a freshman. His footwork and his touch around the basket is really impressive.
And what else would you say are some of Carson Greer's greatest attributes or traits that he brings to this team?
Yeah, I think he plays with a lot of poise. He and several other guys actually for the Thunder pass so well out of the post. They see the ball, or they see the court so well. And, you know, it seems like this is just another one of these games where you look up and all of a sudden he's got 14 points. You know, he kind of scores quietly in a way. He's not flashy, but so under control, such a smart player. And again, you look up and he's well into double figures, well on his way to another really solid game.
I mean, this is a guy who comes into this game averaging 14.2 points per game. You have to think at the end of the season he's going to be up there with Michael McNabb in terms of winning the CCIW Most Outstanding Student Athlete of the Year among first-year players.
I would think so, yeah. I mean, really, really solid. And it's nice to, you know, you've got right on the court right now, you have 3 freshmen who are, you know, immediately contributing. So really exciting to see the youth in this program right now and the way they're playing in a hard-fought CCIW game as freshmen is not easy to do.
Off the 45 cut to Dennis Estep. Now it's Lamar Smith. Smith with the left hand, bangs it home.
I'm going to sound like a broken record, but you don't want to let this team claw back and make this a 2 or 3 possession game after Wheaton really has controlled it end to end thus far.
Richardson, he finds Carson Greer, back to Soren, 14 on the shot clock. Olsen off the screen from Nebbs. Misfires. Richardson, that's another steal.
Good defensive play.
That's Soren Richardson's 5th steal of the ball game.
Wow.
That ties a career high when he had 5 steals against Carroll, ironically, on February 8th. Here he is from the top of the key. Rolls out, and it's spattered back to Soren. Reed Olsen bombs away. Boom goes the dynamite.
That's a great second opportunity. Great offensive tip from Kyle Nebbs, and a good find from Soren Richardson as Reed Olsen was settled there in the corner, knocked it down with confidence.
Olsen shooting 43% from downtown. There's a takeaway. Carson Greer on the fast break leaves the layup short. Ensuing possession, wide open Jacob Neighbor brings down the sledgehammer.
Man, just a slight step ahead of Carson Greer on that pass.
Dennis Eset picks the pocket of Reed Olsen. Here he comes, and he bangs it home.
Yeah, so that's where you see the benefit of that full court pressure. That's second steal that Estep has gotten. He took one away from Vanderwood earlier, and then he got Reed Olsen there. Thought maybe he got a little bit of his body, and now he gets another poke.
His 3rd steal of the ball game, back-to-back for Estep. McNabb ensuing possession, slices forward, and he's fouled.
Yeah, Estep is hawking the ball handler pretty effectively, and that's his 3rd steal just in man-to-man defense.
Michael McNabb shooting 2 free throws, as we said at the top of the broadcast, averaging 21.2 points per game, leading the CCIW, also good enough to be 47th in all of Division III, has really brought some life to this Pioneers squad.
So Coach Schauer gets Devin Martin back into the game. Just a little more experience against this full court pressure. Again, was not that effective in the first half, but they've turned the Thunder over 3 times here in the last few minutes.
McNabb's second free throw is good, has 16 points in the game, just like he did against Illinois Wesleyan when he had 16 on 57% true shooting. Carroll has cut the lead to 9. Wheaton shooting 6 of 15 from the field in the second half. Carroll 7 of 12, 58%. Richardson rolls out. And is it Wheaton ball? It is.
Good possession, good move offensively. Couldn't quite get the finish. And you have to give Carroll some credit. They just have not gone away. And they've been down by 16 a couple different times and clawed their way back, got it back under 10.
Yeah, right now they're on a 6-0 run. Richardson ends it. Soren Richardson's at 12 points for Wheaton. Leading scorer for the Thunder, Carson Greer with 14. Evan Bland off the mark. Vanderwood plucks the loose miss.
Good help side defense again from Brady Winya on that possession.
Estep once again gets another steal. That's number 4 for Dennis Estep.
They're letting some physical play go. That's the second steal he's gotten, that he's gotten quite a bit of body.
Richardson for 3. Drinks the triple.
A good answer from Wheaton.
Timeout taken, 68-56.
But you have to be ready for that level of physicality in the CCIW. It's interesting that it seemed like the officials were calling the game a little bit tighter in the first half, and that's probably the 3rd or 4th possession we've seen in the second half where they've let a little more body contact go. But, hand it to Carroll for keeping the on-ball pressure on, and I think that's the 4th turnover we've seen so far, just on-ball pressure.
This is a Carroll team coming into this game averaging close to 10 steals per game. That leads the CCIW also good enough to be 59th in all of Division III. And for Dennis Estep, that's his 4th steal. That's actually not his career high. He once had 6 steals against UW Oshkosh this season on November 22nd, 2025. But for Wheaton, what must they do to sort of alleviate the pressure and stop turning the ball over?
Yeah, I think these, I mean, we're 11 minutes to go. We've got a 12-point lead. It's kind of been hovering around that level of a lead. I look at the next 4 or 5 minutes here as kind of the decisive point. Is this going to become a game that Wheaton can put a little distance between them and Carroll? Or are these next 4 or 5 minutes going to see us miss some defensive stops and allow Carroll to kind of make it a game and regain some confidence? So I think Wheaton needs to keep working for good shots, taking care of the basketball. And we've done a pretty good job. Wheaton has done a pretty good job on their 2 leading scorers. Dennis
Estep, 11 points and 4 steals in this ball game. Michael McNabb for 3, buries a 3-pointer.
I spoke too soon. We left him a little bit too open on that possession.
19 points for the Grafton High School product.
Looked like a little miscommunication on the on-ball screen and stepped back and knocked down the 3 there.
Martin guarded by Estep. 10:32 to go in the second half. Richardson near the dunker's corner. 7 to shoot. Richardson, he's blocked by Estep. Shot clock does not reset. Do we have a jump ball? We do. Wheaton's going to retain possession. And pass from Nielsen, important to note, only 2 seconds on that shot clock.
Yeah, oh, they don't see it.
Martin. Wheaton does not recognize it, a shot clock violation.
Yeah, man, that's just, we need to be aware of that.
Looks like we're going to do this all over again. But for Carroll, shooting 6 out of their last 7 in terms of field goals. Michael McNabb, 3 out of the last 4. McNabb slithers inside and banks it home.
Yeah, McNabb is starting to come alive in this second half. I think
it's going to stay with Wheaton once again, being
21
pounded.
For him. I think he's right at his average now, and you can see why he's scoring. He's smooth. He scores with ease. He can knock down the 3, gets to the basket. Again, I mean, it was a key stretch for Wheaton.
Vanderwood, Greer, he's stripped though, no foul.
Wow.
Lucas Parker ensuing possession. Inside, it's blocked by Jace Olson. Ball scatters out of bounds, and it'll be Pioneers ball.
Man, a lot of contact there on the other end.
The Pioneers, they're on a 5-0 run in the last minute. 20 seconds, Evan Bland can't get it to go. I think we got a foul against Bland.
Yeah, finally we get a reach-in call there. Good rebound by Vanderwood. Yeah, Bland has been very aggressive, looking to take the ball to the basket.
Bland, a guy who's getting most of his opportunities starting. Did not start last year. Primarily played off the bench after Carroll graduated. Essentially their entire starting lineup.
Got Carson Greer handling the ball, breaking the press.
Martin using the screen from Greer. They'll get the switch with McNabb. Olson, 8 to shoot. Martin still somehow able to handle a 2 to shoot. Martin puts up the 3. Rims out.
A little bit of a frenzied possession there for the Thunder.
McNabb shot partially blocked by Carson Greer. It'll be Pioneers ball though.
Yeah, we never quite got settled offensively in that last possession and ended up with a tough contested 3-point shot. And we got a ball game, 7-point game. Carroll has not gone away. Typical CCIW battle.
Of course, between North Park and North Central, I think this was back on Saturday, North Central had, I believe, a 16 or 18-point lead, but then proceeded to blow it, and North Park won in overtime.
Wow.
Lamar Smith, wide open, neighbor. He's fouled by Carson Greer.
It's a good foul, good contest from Greer.
2 shots for Jacob Neighbor, senior at Janesville, Wisconsin last year. Started in 24 games, averaged 12 points, 8 rebounds, and an assist on 59% true shooting. This year, averaging about 10.3 points per game. He's shooting 87% from the free throw line this season. Second in the CCIW, 46 in all of Division III is Jacob Neighbor. Second free throw also good. The Pioneers are on a 7-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 15 seconds. They have cut it down to 5. Thunder led it by as many as 16 points when they're up 58-42. Martin harassed. Wingas in the game. Olsen from the top of the key. Bounces out.
Yeah, all of a sudden, it looks, the offensive possessions look a lot more difficult. And, I mean, hand it to Carroll. They've stepped up their intensity defensively.
E-step shot on the way. It misses. Jacob Neighbor, the O-board. A three-pointer, Lucas Parker misses. And Lamar Smith ends up with it. Third try for Carroll and a foul.
Yeah, with 8 minutes to go, tight ball game. It's gone from 12 points down to 5.
E-step, puts it up, can't get it to go.
Good vertical help side from Brady Winya. Excellent defensive play.
Coach Schauer talked about that defensive presence for Brady Winya as he greases the cylinder.
We needed that. I mean, they needed to get a little bit of offensive flow. Good pick and roll, good find from Devin Martin.
Kick ball stays with Carroll. That field goal by Brady Winya ends a 7-0 run in favor of the Pioneers. Right now, in terms of foul trouble, Evan Bland really the only one. He has 4 fouls right now. No one really for Wheaton other than Brady Winya, who's at 3. McNabb thought about the step back 3, driving against Soren Richardson. Smith dancing, left hook, shivers it home.
Nice finish with the left hand. He's been a little quieter. I think he had 12 in the first half. And Smith with a nice move to the middle, good finish with the opposite hand.
Yeah, for Lamar Smith, that's his second field goal of the second half. Richardson steps back on a mid-range J, nothing but net.
It's just such a nice move to create that space. You can see the help side defenders from either side are so aware of Soren Richardson whenever he catches the ball. But a great step back, created enough space to knock down that jump shot.
17 points for Soren Richardson. Lamar Smith, a 3, rings out.
It's a big stop.
Richardson leading scorer against UChicago, 28 points for him on 60% true shooting. 6:40 to go, 72-65. And it looks like we got a foul. I think they're going to call it against Peyton McKenna.
Yeah, just kind of got his hands on him, and Martin went out of bounds and leaves the ref with no choice but to either call it or send it the other way on the out of bounds play. Good call by the official.
Richardson fading away, hits again. Soren Richardson, the beast is waking up.
Yep, I mean, this is where down the stretch, you know, you got to go to Soren. He's your leading scorer. He's your go-to guy. 2 big jump shots. And that one was a great contest, good defensive play, and just hit it over top.
The first team all CCIW has 19 points. Bland getting down low. guarded by Reed Olson, under 6 minutes to play. McNabb, a corner three. Tolippo's out.
Another big stop for Wheaton, and a pretty good look for Carroll, but good contest and rimmed out. And Wheaton an opportunity to push it to.
Wheaton was blocked by Jacob Neighbor. Here comes Carroll on the ensuing possession. Evan Bland for three. Yes, sir.
Man, yeah, this game will just. Wheaton has had several opportunities to kind of break it open and some missed chances, and Carroll, to their credit, has just kept coming back. Nice pull-up three and the kind of transition there from Bland. And again, we've got a ball game, 6-point game with a little under 6 minutes to go.
I know we've been talking so much about the CCIW. Illinois Wesleyan is the only team that's ranked. Despite that, North Park as well as Carthage, both of those teams are at 3-1. If you had to ask anyone within the CCIW who's the best team, you can honestly make the case, even North Central, that any one of these teams, they're the best team in the conference. So unpredictable, so really hard to decide who really stands out amongst the bunch.
Yeah, it's really, really good parity, great competitive league. I mean, I thought at the beginning of the year it was going to be Carthage because they returned pretty much everybody from a really good team. I thought really balanced team. And they are good. I mean, we saw them when we played down in Kenosha a few weeks ago, up in Kenosha. But man, the conference is strong across the board, and it's another year where everyone's beating each other up.
Richardson this time leaves it short. But for Augustana, another one of those teams in the CCIW, they took care of Calvin, number 9 in the country, and also UW Lacrosse, number 3 in the land, as Lamar Smith shivers yet another bunny.
Yeah, and Augie, too, is one of those teams that year to year, yeah, the talent varies, but they're going to be competitive, they're going to be physical. I mean, Carver Arena is always just a really hard place to play.
Olson steps back for a three. Off the mark. Pioneers 5-0 run in the last 90 seconds and counting. Bland spinning around, unable to go.
Wheaton needs to take advantage here.
Olson also misses. Richardson, the O-board, mid-range J, you bet.
Even though he missed that, the missed three-pointer in the transition there created an opportunity for the offensive rebound. So I like that shot for the Thunder, especially for Reed Olson, who shoots it well. Obviously, Soren cleaned it up and got the nice uncontested jump shot in the middle of the lane.
I mean, it's kind of fitting that both Michael McNabb and Soren Richardson, top 3 in the CCIW, and scoring. They're both at 21 points as we speak. 7 to shoot, under 3 minutes to play. McNabb, scoop shot, it's tied. Oh my goodness, what a play.
Yeah, that's a nice finish with the opposite hand, scooping it in off the glass. Yep, he's a nice player. These are two good teams with two very good leading scorers.
23 points for McNabb. Pocket pass, wide open Carson Greer.
Great passing from the Thunder on that offensive possession. Good unselfish possession, good clean look.
Now it's Lamar Smith. Man. Oh my goodness, an N1 opportunity for Lamar Smith.
So Aiden, this game is going to come down to which team will get key defensive stops down the stretch. Two talented offensive teams, and now we're in the part of the game where, it's crunch time, we're going back and forth. Both teams have players capable of making big buckets. Who is going to get a stop when it counts?
Both Michael McNabb and Lamar Smith are over 20 points, or at 20. In the case for Lamar Smith, this is an opportunity for Carroll to cut it down to a one-possession game for the first time in a really long time. Misses the free throw, though, so it stays at 2 possessions.
It's a big miss for the Thunder. Keep saying a 2-possession game.
Both teams are 1-2 in the CCIW, looking to get back to 500 in conference play, as these CCIW games are huge down the stretch. 8 to shoot for Nebbs. Richardson guarded by McNabb. Richardson takes the three. Leaves it short.
Tough shot and pretty good defensive possession from Carroll.
Pioneers an opportunity to cut it down to a one-possession game. McNabb slices inside, leaves the shot short. And we got a foul. I think they're going to get it on Wheaton, if I'm not mistaken.
Looks like a loose ball foul on Carroll. That was another great help side defensive possession from Carson Greer, as the on-ball defender got beat, but when he came to help side, yes, he left his feet, but it was perfectly vertical.
Speaking of Carson Greer, he draws a foul himself.
And, you know, the refs are much more conscious, especially in recent years, of even if you leave your feet, if you're going fully vertical, hands straight up, they're not going to call the foul. And both Brady Winya and Carson Greer have done an excellent job of avoiding the foul on help side defense.
Obviously, for those who know, Carson Greer won the state title in basketball all 4 years alongside his twin brother, Kyle. Second free throw is good. 2:36 to go. The Thunder hanging on to a 5-point lead. Pastor Nielsen, what should we be expecting from both teams?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're going to see the usual suspects. I mean, if you're Carroll, you want the ball in the hands of McNabb or Smith. I mean, you've seen McNabb's capability of certainly hitting the open three, although he does seem to, he wants to shoot the stationary three. He is not a player who's coming kind of tearing off of screens and a catch and shoot guy, but he also is effective. I mean, he changes pace very effectively. He's not explosive, but his kind of, he reminds me, frankly, taken to the hoop of like a Luka Doncic, where he kind of keeps the defender off balance. And that finish with the opposite hand high off the glass was a great finish. And then Lamar Smith, great athlete, has shown a capability to finish right hand, left hand. So I think those two guys are going to be the focal point of their offense. And for Wheaton, you know, it's more of the same. It's on-ball defense. It's avoiding the foul on the help side, going straight up, boxing out, and giving Carroll one shot per possession. And then continuing to work for good shots. So 5-point lead for Wheaton, 2.5 minutes left. Let's see how they finish this game.
For Carroll, after this game, they'll have 2 straight home games at Van Male Fieldhouse against Milliken on Saturday, and then Elmhurst on January 14th. And then they're on the road at Augustana January 17th. Smith dazzles, but he misses the shot.
Man, good job avoiding the foul by Richardson.
Meanwhile, for Wheaton, they're at North Central this Saturday, and then they're at Milliken on January 14th. And then a date with Illinois Wesleyan here next Saturday, the 18th ranked team in the country. That's always a good rivalry.
Yeah, that's a big game.
Richardson, 8 on the shot clock. Estep picks him up. Richardson bangs it home.
See, Soren Richardson kind of tucking that ball like a running back going through the lane, and did a good job protecting it, finishing strong.
Estep misses the shot. Neighbor has the rebound. He tries and puts it back in.
That's just a tough bounce on a miss that I don't think drew any rim, and took us by surprise a little bit there. Another opportunity for Wheaton to add to the lead.
Neighbor, the 5th Carroll Pioneer in double figures. Greer slices through. He can't get it to go. Pioneers have numbers. McNabb pushing the pace. Vanderwood guarding him. McNabb on the way, and he's able to score.
Yeah, I mean, a good defense from Vanderwood, better finish from McNabb. He's been tough around the hoop. He's had a couple finishes that have been well contested. He's finished through some contact. Big possession for Wheaton.
Under minutes ago, it's a 3-point game. Richardson, he's fouled.
And he should be going to the line for 1-and-1. Good aggressive drive. I like Soren attacking the basket there and forcing the issue.
Right now, the junior out of Northfield, Minnesota has 23 points, 5 rebounds, 5 steals, 2 assists and a block. Well, Soren Richardson, a 79% free throw shooter.
Yeah, big free throw there to make it a 2-possession game, and you know this. Hopefully, Soren makes this, extends the lead to 5, and then you've got a big possession. Offense for Carroll on defense for Wheaton. And if Wheaton can come up with a stop on this possession, that puts them in a really nice position.
And if you're Carroll, given that you're going to potentially trail this game by 5 points, assuming Richardson makes the free throw, are you going for a 3? Are you going for the 2? What's the strategy here?
I don't think you need to force the issue from 3 yet. I mean, certainly you take a good open look. But if I'm Carroll, I'm going for, I want something going to the basket from either McNabb or Smith. I mean, that's been their most effective strategy the second half, is those 2 guys going downhill. They just both finish well with both hands around the basket. But if the defense collapses, you kick it out, they'd certainly take a good open look from 3.
To give a bit of a game reset, Wheaton is already in the bonus, so if Carroll fouls, the Thunder are going to go to the free throw line. And then Evan Bland, as well as Jacob Neighbor, are both in foul trouble with 4 fouls apiece. Richardson still has to shoot 1 more free throw. Nonetheless, it is still a 2-possession game. Second one's good for Soren.
Big free throws.
Carroll under 50 seconds to go. Neighbor, handoff to Lamar Smith. Smith, fouled on the way up. It looks like free throws.
Interesting call there. It looked like it was certainly contact, but maybe took another full step before attempting the shot, but they gave him 2 shots.
That's a big miss there for Lamar Smith.
Yeah, I think that is maybe his 4th missed free throw by my count. You can check me on that, Aiden, but definitely some missed opportunities from the free throw line for Carroll and by Smith in particular.
Well, I don't mean to criticize Lamar Smith, but that is now his 7th miss. He's 0 of 7 from the free throw line.
Okay, so I missed a couple. Yeah, I mean, we got a 5-point ball game and your second leading scorer is 0 of 7 from the line. Those are some missed opportunities.
I mean, for Carroll, they are 7 of 14 from the free throw line, 50%. That's not going to get it done.
No, that's kind of a gift to Wheaton.
Meanwhile, the Thunder, 15 of 18 from the free throw stripes.
Yep.
Martin to the line. He's a 69% free throw shooter, is Devin Martin.
Yep, these are big free throws to keep extending this lead. You're getting to the point, if you're Carroll, where you probably are looking for quick looks from 3.
Also on that last play, Evan Bland has fouled out. McNabb is able to score. So it will cut the lead down to 4, 27.7 seconds to go. Wheaton's going to have the ball. If you are Carroll and Coach Jansen, are you fouling right away or are you going to go for a trap?
Yeah, I think you foul right away. I mean, down 4 with 27 to go. I think you try to lengthen this game. I mean, you try to make this a free throw shooting game, and you're hoping they split a pair or miss the front end. I mean, they've got one more opportunity to make Wheaton shoot a 1-on-1. So you're hoping they miss the front end and you can come down and probably get another quick 2. I don't think they're quite in panic mode that was a smart play to get the quick layup if you're McNabb and Carroll.
To kind of go around the rest of the CCIW, Carthage leads North Central 67-59, and then the other game, Illinois Wesleyan leads Augustana 87-76. Both of those games are under 20 seconds, so unless both teams are going to collapse, Illinois Wesleyan Carthage should hang on. Nabs inbound, he has it. Nabs almost lost the ball, but still loose. Vanderwood dives on it. What's the ruling? It's a jump ball.
Looked like Coach Schauer was trying to get the timeout and couldn't quite get it in time. Looked like we might have had a kicked ball by the defender there as Nebbs was kind of scrambling to reclaim it.
So if you're Carroll now, 21.5 seconds to go, what are you going for?
Yeah, I think you'd run another quick 2. I mean, I'd go right to the basket.
McKenna right to the rack, and it's a 1-possession game. 16.6 seconds to go. Martin fouled hard by Lamar Smith.
All right, big free throws coming up for Devin Martin. He split a pair a few moments ago.
Martin 5 of 6 from the free throw line. 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists. Someone who had a double-double this season. That came against Lake Forest, 15 points and 11 assists. It's a 1-and-1, knocks it down.
Big free throw on the front end of that 1-and-1. Wheaton needed that.
And now Martin needs this to make it a 2-possession game. Martin, second free throw is no good. Neighbor has the rebound. It's a 3-point game. Shot clock's turned off. 7 to shoot. McNabb off the screen from Neighbor. Puts up the 3. Can't get it to go. Neighbor not in time. The shot's going to count for Lamar Smith.
Ball game.
But that's only a 2-pointer. The Wheaton Thunder survive in chaotic fashion. 85-84 is your final.
Yeah, survive is right. We'll take it. And, you know, any win in the CCIW is a good win.
Wow, what a game. Pastor Nielsen, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it went the opposite way that Wheaton wanted it to go. I mean, they opened up a 16-point lead twice and just could not quite get Carroll to go away. But thankfully, we're able to hold on in the end. Good, hard-fought CCIW battle.
And hopefully we'll get a post-game interview between Pastor Nielsen and Coach Schauer. As for Wheaton, their next game is against North Central. Carroll will play Milliken.
It's on the escaping with the CCIW victory.
Yeah, actually my thoughts are, why didn't you have a jersey is my thoughts. Right, I mean, we're a really fun team, right? We can really score, but we make so many youthful mistakes defensively. You know, up 6 with whatever that was, 28 seconds left, to put the amount of pressure we did on the ball and let them twice just drive right to the basket, you know, with no real, I mean, you're better off fouling them, at least if they can make a free throw. So, but I really challenged our guys. This is as hard as I've been on a team in a few years, because I think we have enough talent to win games in our league, even though we're really young. And but I think our youthful guys are pretty talented. I mean, I've been telling people Carson Greer's as good a freshman as I've ever had, and you see flashes of it. And then, you know, I don't know where we'll finish relative to the opportunity, but I think Soren's the best player in our league, and you know he carried us for a while tonight. But this is going to be every night. I think we're 2-0 at home with we've won by 2 total points. So. But a big opportunity now, right? North Central, I mean, another team we're fighting with to make the conference tournament. We're fighting for a winning season. You have all these things, and you've been through some of those years where you're just fighting, right? You're building towards something. But I love this group, John. They're so much fun to coach. They have no idea what they're doing, right? And but they really do want to learn and win. They don't quite know what that means.
Well, congrats on the win, Coach, and CCIW victory. And we are signing off. Thanks to Aiden for his work. Have a great night.